What's up, everyone? This is Colt091. Today, I'm gonna be showing you guys some of my favorite albums I've been listening to recently. Um, my dog, she's just chilling. Um, but basically, I just been, these are some albums I've been listening to a lot recently, and I'm going to showcase them. So, to start off, we got Municipal Waste, Electrified Brain. This is the new Municipal Waste album. I'm not a Municipal Waste fan in general, like at all. I don't like the art of partying. I think their music, as cliche as this sounds, I don't like them because they take themselves so not seriously. But the reason I like this album is it just feels a lot better produced. Granted, the lyrics are fucking stupid like always, but I think the riffs are really good, especially on Grave Dive and Last Crawl. Also, Electrified Brain, the title track, the end riff at the riff at the end, fucking amazing. Yeah, vocals are better than most. I think honestly, Municipal Waste, their vocals normally I fucking despise because it's so like yelly rather than like screaming. But the vocals are less yells. They're not as yelled in this album, in my opinion. So, yeah, great album, great riffs, a lot of blast beats, a lot of riffs. Put it on if you want to have a good time. Next, Metallica, Ride the Lightning. You can probably tell I have a Metallica poster right there. Ride the Lightning, Power Trip right here, Megadeth, Judas Priest. But yeah, Ride the Lightning, fucking badass album. Easily the best Metallica album, I think. I've also been listening to Kill 'Em All, but I'll get into that in a second. But Red Lightning, I think, perfected everything that Kill 'Em All was missing. The title track, Fight Fire with Fire, For Whom the Bell Tolls, Trapped Under Ice. Actually, no, not Trapped Under Ice. Trapped Under Ice is good, but it's nowhere near one of the best songs. Creeping Death, Escape, all those songs. This whole album, I think, is perfect. They call it Cthulhu. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. But yeah, it's a great fucking album. Easily one of the most badass thrash metal albums of all time. It's just so riffy heavy. James's vocals are fucking phenomenal. So much passion and power behind those vocals, and the riffs are just absolutely amazing. I also really like the guitar tone in this album. And overall, this album is just a piece of 80s metal history, and it's perfect. Next, the aforementioned Kill 'Em All. Not as good as Red Lightning, but I think it's as good as, I think considering this was their debut, it was near perfect for what it is. Hit the Lights, The Four Horsemen, Jump in the Fire, Whiplash, Seek and Destroy. All those songs are amazing. My biggest problem with this album is the production. This is going to sound weird because I'm a black metal fan, but this album is too raw in the production. Because I think the thing with Ride the Lightning that I really like is the production is just crisp enough so that the riffs are really pronounced. But when it comes to Rhythm to Kill 'Em All, the riffs are not quite as strong and like da-da-da-da and powerful, because the production is not as good in my opinion. The production kind of fucks over the riffs in a lot of ways, in my opinion. That being said, I think it's an amazing album still, especially the song Seek and Destroy. And the Seattle 89 live version of that song, fucking amazing, absolutely mind-blowing. So yeah, the next album is from Megadeth, The Sick, the Dying, and the Dead. This is the new album from Megadeth, and I'm a big Megadeth fan, as you can tell. I have the poster here, but I haven't, I'm not like I don't keep up with them with them all the time. I just like their older stuff. Besides like Dystopia, I don't listen to any new Megadeth. But then I picked up this album because the store I work at happened to be selling this album. I didn't plan on picking it up, but I walked by it and I was like, oh fuck it, I gotta pick it up. I picked it up and damn, this album is really good. It's not as it's a kind of a dumb fun album. It honestly is sort of like Municipal Waste in terms of like the fact that it doesn't take itself so seriously. Mission to Mars, fucking hilarious song. He wants to be an astronaut. No, I get it, dude. I want to be an astronaut also. Fucking got a whole section of space books there, so I fucking get it. But We'll Be Back, The Sick, the Dying, the Dead, Life in Hell, Night Stalkers. Let's see. Soldier On. Soldier On is really underrated. That shit is motivational. But yeah, amazing riffs, amazing guitar work. I mean, fucking Insane to Stain. Of course, it's amazing guitar work. But yeah, great album. And also, Dave's vocals are are the best they've ever been. Besides Peace Sells, I think it's the best vocal performance from Dave that I've ever heard. Now we're going in a completely different direction. Mutilation, Remains of a Ruined, Dead, Cursed Soul, released in 1999. This album is absolutely miserable. It's one of the most gut-wrenching, disturbing, it hits you like a ton of bricks, dude. It's the most heavy and not heavy album I've ever heard, along with like fucking Disaster and shit. But this one is more so, I think, because it's less synthesizers compared to Disaster. Like, don't get me wrong, I fucking love Disaster. I have a back patch of him on my battle jacket. But Disaster is a lot of synthesizers with the fucked up, high pitched black metal screams and the DSBM lyrics. But Mutilation has, to my understanding, no synthesizers. It has like the buzzsaw guitar. It's on like early Darkthrone and shit, along with like the high pitched screams of Disaster, along with the DSBM lyrics of Disaster. So Mutilation is in a lot of ways the raw or more raw version of like Disaster. Obviously I know Mutilation came before Disaster, but Mutilation has that same kind of vibe. And because of the fact that there's no synthesizers and just pure guitar and drum work, I think that makes it even more hard to listen to. But the vocals on here are absolutely impeccable, in the worst way possible. Through the Funeral, Maelstrom of Evil, that is one of the best songs I've ever heard in black metal. Suffer the Gestalon, I don't know how to pronounce it really, because it's French, but absolutely amazing as well. What is it? Possessed and Immortal, also amazing. This whole album is amazing, but don't put it on if you're in a good mood. Put it on if you're in a shitty mood, because otherwise it'll ruin your day. So, fucking amazing, but only listen to it when you're in the right mood, because, yeah, it's a tough listen. Doesn't change the fact that it's fucking phenomenal, though. Next is Disaster, Telepathically Deceased. Same thing as Mutilation, honestly, but not quite as rough. This album, I think, is the best album of Disaster by just a little bit. I'd say the only thing that comes close to it is the Disaster Leviathan split, which I'm really fucking proud of on this album, because this shit is rare. Anyway, back to this album. This album is amazing. Let's see. Slaughtered Useless Beings in a Nihilistic Dream. These titles are really hard to read, so bear with me. But Murdered Echoes of the Mind, Cursed Revelations, Telepathically Deceased, and Abysmal Depths Are Flooded. Those songs, all perfect 10 out of 10s. The only thing that I wish was different about this album is I wish the Telepathically Deceased song in here was the version on the Disaster Leviathan split, because I like this version better. But that being said, this album is absolutely perfect. The vocals are not from this world, man. I mean, the vocals, the lyrics, the instruments, the synthesizers, all absolutely amazing. It's some of the most atmospheric and disgustingly beautiful music I've ever heard, and I love it so much. So, amazing album. Next, for my favorite black metal album of all time, my favorite album in all of music, Under a Funeral Moon by Darkthrone. This is, I want to say, it's my third Darkthrone album that I ever listened to, and now I'm a Darkthrone fanboy. I have a Darkthrone back patch, I have a Darkthrone wristband, I have like 15 Darkthrone albums, I have a bunch of Darkthrone shit, but yeah, this album is my all-time favorite album for one fucking reason. The instrumentation, well, for a lot of reasons, but for one reason this album stands up to me is how fucking good the instruments are. A lot of black metal, especially second wave black metal, people think they can get away with being shitty musicians just because it's true black metal. Fucking, not like, I love them sometimes, but Fucking Mayhem's a good example of that. They're good black metal, but they're not good musicians, I don't think. Now, fucking Darkthrone, on the other hand, fuck that. Yeah, they are good. Nocturnal Occulto, his vocals, absolutely amazing. Zephyrus's lead guitar work, also amazing. I kind of missed him in this band because I think he added a lot to this band. I think he added a lot of powerful riffs and like blast beats and all that kind of shit. But he solely wrote Unholy Black Metal, and that's one of the most disturbing and amazing songs I've ever heard. Crossing the Triangle of Flames, Under a Funeral Moon, To Walk the Infernal Fields. To Walk the Infernal Fields is my personal favorite song on this album. Some of the Diabolical Holocaust, Dance of Eternal Shadows. Fucking just, this whole album is absolutely flawless. I've listened to this album maybe 30 times, and there's never been a time where I've thought this album is not perfect. So check out this album if you have not somehow heard it. Next is something else a bit different. Disco 4 by Health. Disco 4 Part 1 is this version. Really interesting album. Oh, my dog is hanging out. But yeah, Disco 4 Part 1, Cyberpunk 2020, Body Prison, Full of Health, Judgment Night. So many great collaborations. And it's overall just a great album. These Days 2021 on Part 2 is also amazing, as well as the Excess Carter collab. But yeah, great album. So yeah, those are some have been some of my favorite albums I've been listening to recently. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to comment your favorite albums you've been listening to recently. And yeah, until then, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.